I'm just wondering who is this genius that thought, hey, let's discredit the Matlala Commission of Inquiry by impersonating with AI the chairperson of the Matlala Commission of Inquiry, that is Justice Matlanga. That is the most obvious stupidity I have ever heard in my entire life. That is why you are involved in crime. You know how you did not do your homework about Justice Matlanga. This was the Constitutional Court Justice, retired, of course. Do you think he has in him that nature to do the things that y'all are doing in his impersonation with AI? Okay, I think I get it. Y'all think South Africans are so dumb they wouldn't know the difference because y'all are rage baiting. They are trying to create this, they're trying to discredit the Matlala Commission of Inquiry, particularly the chairperson of the Matlala Commission of Inquiry. That's stupidity. I think you need to do your homework first. Try and understand this individual that you are targeting. And on top of that, read the room. Nothing that you guys are going to say that we are going to believe, because we know where that is hitting. It's not hitting at Matlanga Commission or Matlanga himself. He is a springboard to General Ntlanhla Mkhwanazi. So if we disbelieve anything and everything that has been said in the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry, by virtue of that, we will start questioning General Ntlanhla Mkhwanazi. Do you see how obvious this is? You did not think about it. I guess thinking is not your guys' forte. Stop thinking. Sometimes it hurts to think. So the pain might have muddied this plan. And on top of that, AI, yeah, I know that if you don't know how AI sounds like, it does sound almost like the person on the T. But some of us can tell, or a lot of us can tell, trust me. When I hear AI, I'll be like, because there are some discrepancies here and there that it does. In as much as it might sound just like me, exactly like me. But if you listen attentively, you'll be like, But then again, this one did not need a rocket science analysis because Justice Matlanga was a judge. No judge goes to potential accused people, potential witnesses at the Matlala Commission of Inquiry and making personal calls to them. Like, really? Honestly, really? Your think tank, fire them. Fire them. And anyways, whatever other campaigns that you guys might devise after this failure is still going to fail. Because South Africans are locked in on what transpired on the 6th of July, 2025. Locked in. So whatever tactics that you guys are going to try, it's just not going to work. Unfortunately, I laughed when I heard that. I simply laughed. But I'm also concerned about those that actually took the bait. Guys, you need to listen critically. You also need to understand Justice Matlanga. I mean, when have you heard Justice Matlanga speak even on national television about this matter? Because he has a spokesperson. The Matlanga Commission has a spokesperson. And then you telling me now he is just going to go bypass and then directly contact potential witnesses and those that are implicated and to be implicated one by one. Come on, criminal cartel. Come on. Nobody believes that. But anyways, let's move on to my concern. This is a legal concern on my side. Kat Matlala is going to be testifying at the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee in Kgosi Mampuru tomorrow. And now, like, guys, sometimes I don't know. I'm just rubbing my two IQs here. And I'm starting to think, wait a minute. Kat Matlala is an accused individual in the almost unaliving of his former girlfriend, and now with the corruption at Tembisa Hospital, and probably other allegations are going to pop. And then you're going to have the error committee that are going to do what, or is going to do what? To interrogate him. Which, to me, in as much as one of the conditions are whatever you say in the error committee has no legal bearing or some sort like that, or like legal consequences, unless he lies, like commits perjury, then yeah, criminal cases will be instituted against him. But the right to remain silent, that's where I'm at with this. The right to remain silent, the right also not to self-implicate, because some of the things that are going to be said in the error committee may get used against him in his criminal matter. Now, wouldn't that be a appealable aspect if he's found guilty in, for example, the attempted unaliving of his former girlfriend, the Tembisa corruption, and everything else, the Blue Light saga in Ekurhuleni? Do you see where I'm going with this? And I'm just thinking, I am just thinking like, wait a minute, because now that he is in jail, he falls under the principle of sub judice, meaning his matter is in court now. And he now has the right to remain silent. And anything that anybody wants to find out from him, they need to do it through his legal team, his lawyer, basically, not him in person. So now the entire error committee is going to Vusi Mampuru. Wouldn't that be looked as an attack on his constitutional rights? And maybe he will actually play to their arena. But in actual fact, he wants to use this to free himself on procedure, legal procedure, that the parliament violated his constitutional right. He's going to come in as an ignorant person who'd know nothing, and his lawyers were not aware. Well, of course, you're going to have a legal team in the error committee to advise you. But is that not a strategy? And again, I'm sorry, the people that are serving in the error committee themselves are questionable. Some almost. Let's just say some of them are questionable characters. Wouldn't that be, and let's say they are maybe involved one way or the other in the 2 billion rand. And now they are also seeing an opportunity. I'm talking about the members of parliament here in the error committee, and pushing this, that on procedure, let him challenge it in the appeals court, the verdict. And of course, the Supreme Court, if he's found guilty in the High Court, and the High Court does not want to see that aspect, he takes it to the Supreme Court or even to the Constitutional Court, and then Section 35 of the Constitution plays a role. Once Section 35 of the Constitution plays a role, you know it's game over. The man will walk free. I'm a bit worried. Please, somebody in the know, educate us. Is this not an error in law that the error committee is committing, or it's safe? I don't know, because I cannot separate what he's going to be interrogated for or about by the error committee with his criminal case. I can't separate the two. They are one in the one thing. Because, yeah, Tobejane is going to come out in the interrogations. And I just so hope that they don't ask that question, because it's sub judice. The blue lights in Ekurhuleni, that's sub judice. The Tembisa, 2 billion rand, that's sub judice. The 300 million rand with Medi whatnot 24, that's sub judice. Guys, my mind is hurting right now because I'm worried. This is an opportunity that he is smiling at wherever he is. Like, amazing. Yo, amazing. I'm free. I don't know. Guys, please help me out here. Help me out here. Educate me so that when this happens tomorrow, I'm at least comfortable knowing that, no, this doesn't have anything to do with his criminal case. Because we can't take a chance here. We can't take chances here. We have a lady that's living her life in fear. And possibly other people as well. They are living their lives in fear. But at the same time, I am putting my trust and my trust in Cat Matlala as a wounded lion. That I'm not going down alone. I'm dragging all of you with me. Because clearly, Bram Khotsi failed to do that. Dismally. So plan B, Cat Matlala, as a wounded lion whose name has been dragged. Well, I'm sure that's how he thinks, that his name has been dragged and nobody seems to be taking accountability. People are defending other people and he's been thrown under the bus. So let me wake up as a ghost and start dragging people. That's what I'm thinking, guys. Help me out here. Help me out. We can't take chances here, because anybody that is going to implicate, that are involved in the Tembisa matter, in the Tobejane matter, in the 300 million rand matter, in the Blue Lights matter, and everything else that he might get accused of, they also will line themselves with them being mentioned in an unprocedural environment, the error committee. I don't know, guys. I have no idea. Help out here, guys. Help out. Anyways, those of you that are using AI, guys, we can tell. We can tell. And on top of that, Justice Matlala is not that type of guy. He is just not. He knows the rules all too well. He's coming from the Constitutional Court. Am I saying that he's perfect? No. He's a human being. But they follow the law to the T. So there's no way that they'll be making personal calls to y'all. And then now you're trying to condition the public that we shouldn't trust the Matlala Commission of Inquiry. Subsequently, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Ni shwebile. Try another tactic, which we're still not going to believe, by the way. We're not. Anyways, let me leave this video right here. And please don't leave without liking, but I need answers. Thank you so much for your support. I highly appreciate it. Goodbye.